Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel all about chemistry. Hope you all are fine. I am your teacher, Miss Sana. So, students, watch this complete video for better understanding the topic. So, let's get started. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. We are going to discuss the topic reversible reactions and the dynamic equilibrium from chapter number 9, which is chemical equilibrium. So students, the objective of our class is to define chemical reactions and its type. And second one is to differentiate between reversible and irreversible reaction. And the last one is to describe chemical equilibrium, which is related to reversible reactions. Okay, so students, you are very much familiar to the term chemical reaction. So, what is chemical reaction? The change of one or more substances into other substances having a different composition and properties is called chemical reaction. Students, do you know? The scientists are constantly working to find out new kinds of chemical reactions in order to produce new substances with a useful properties. Do you know that the chemical reactions is also happens in our body which are keeping us alive? Here you can see the example of carbon when reacts with oxygen to form a new substance which is carbon dioxide. Same like when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it will form a new substance which is water molecule. Here we will have a quick discussion about the reactants and the products. Student, you all know in a chemical reaction, the substance which react together are called reactants. As you see in the example, here hydrogen and oxygens are the reactants. And what is product? The new substances formed from the combination of two or more reactants. Like in the example, H2O molecule is a product. Why? Because it is a new substance formed by the combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Now, the complete reaction. As the name indicates, a reaction in which all the reactants which are present are converted into their products. Students, you have to keep in your mind that not all the chemical reactions are complete. Many chemical reactions do not go for completion. Okay? So, there are two types of reactions. Number one, irreversible reaction, and the number two is reversible reaction. So, the irreversible reaction is the reaction in which reactants are combined and formed product, but product cannot produce the same reactants. Or also we can say that the reaction cannot takes place in a reverse direction. Here this is an example of irreversible reaction. You have to keep in your mind that irreversible reaction is always proceed in one direction from left to right. It is represented by single arrow. The irreversible reactions are always complete reaction. That means there is no phenomena of equilibrium. The second one is to reversible reaction. As the name indicated, this reaction can be reversed. This is a reaction in which product which is formed by the combination of reactant can also recombine or decompose and back converted into reactants. Or also we can say that a reaction which proceed in both direction forward as well as reverse. As we see in the example, sulfur dioxide is going to react with oxygen. It will form sulfur trioxide. This is the example of forward reaction. And also, in the next, the molecule of sulfur trioxide decomposes to form back sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Collectively, this reversible reaction is written as double arrow. Here, you have to keep in your mind that the reversible reaction proceeds in two ways, from left to right and from right to left. This reaction is never go for completion. Now, can you understand the difference between forward and reverse reaction? Yes, I guess you can. As I told you, reversible reaction proceed in two ways, forward and reverse. Number 1, forward reaction. In forward reaction, reactants produce product and it is written from left to right. Second one is reverse reaction. In reverse reaction, products produce reactants and it is written from right to left. Now, here a new topic which is chemical equilibrium. Students, you have to keep in your mind that equilibrium is achieved only in reversible reaction. Why? Because as the definition of chemical equilibrium, a state of chemical reaction in which forward and reverse reaction takes place at the same rate is called chemical equilibrium. As you see in the picture, the molecule of SO2 and O2 reacts to form SO3. Molecules of SO3 then decompose to give SO2 and oxygen, which is reactant. In the first reaction from left to right, SO2 and O2 produce SO3. And in the second reaction from right to left, SO3 decomposes into SO2 and oxygen, which is reactant. So in the middle picture, here SO2, O2 and SO3 are present. It is a condition of equilibrium because in equilibrium, forward and reverse reaction takes place at the same rate. Here the concentration time graph. You have to understand that initially there is no SO3. So the rate of reverse reaction is 0. The rate of forward reaction is highest due to high concentration of reactants. As the reaction proceeds, the concentration of reactants gradually decreases as you can see in the graph. And the rate of forward reactions also decrease proportionality. Here you can observe that as the concentration of SO3 becomes higher, the reverse reaction speeds up. Eventually, the two rates become equal. At this stage, SO3 decomposes into SO2 and O2 as fast as SO2 and O2 produce SO3. At this stage, we can say that reaction is said to have reached equilibrium state. Okay. Now, you keep in your mind that chemical equilibrium is a dynamic equilibrium. Why? Anybody guesses? Okay. This is because reactions do not stop when they come to an equilibrium stage. The individual molecules keep on reacting continuously. But there is no change in the actual amounts of the reactants and the products. This means Concentration of reactants and the products become constant at equilibrium stage. Okay students, here we have a task for you. Home assignments. I hope that you all knows very well. Differentiate between reversible and irreversible reaction. Number 2. Differentiate between forward and reverse reaction. Number 3. What is chemical equilibrium? Solve this assignment. I hope you all have understood the concepts very clearly. So students, if you have any query regarding this tutorial, then comment me in the comment section and I will try my best to answer you. So thank you so much from my side. Solve the given questions, the given assignments for better understanding. Okay, so Allah Hafiz from my side. Thank you.